Hello everyone, welcome to our live. This is Carrie. As usual, we will talk about the situations of the stainless steel market. China's steel export price continued to rise last week despite the decrease in new orders from overseas buyers. Regarding why the price of stainless steel have been increased, the main factors are the following. For example, strong demand in Europe and the United States, a rising price of raw materials such as the nickels and chromiums, and some local policies of each country. And now we will share some international news about the stainless steel market. Many leading stainless steel upstream suppliers will announce their new price of stainless steel for August this week, driven by such price of nickels and chromiums. The two key raw materials for stainless steel markets, so many raw materials factories was expected to hike their price for August, which will be the increase for the fourth consecutive month. According to market participants, the recent increase in nickel price was mainly due to the great demand for global electric vehicles batteries and less lateralized nickel mining in the Philippines caused by the rainy seasons. Moreover, the price of chromium as a secondary raw material for stainless steel market has gone up by around 30% due to severe drought in South America, and it is the world's largest producer, which interrupted the port and export transportation. And second is India's Jindal Stainless Steel Limited, the largest stainless steel producer in India, announced that its brownfield expansion plan has been approved by the board of directors, with an estimated capital and expenditures of INR 2,150 crores. Amongst them, the annual smelting capacities of these mills will be doubled to 2.1 million tons in the next 18 months, with an estimated CAPEX of INR 530 crores, which was expected to be completed by the third quarter of the fiscal year 2023. And this expansion will strengthen JSL's abilities of the supplies in both domestic and foreign markets. And third is the international nickel price has surged quite recently, with a cumulative increase of more than 7% within a month. Supported by the booms of the stainless steel markets, Taiwan major stainless steel mills was expected to benefit from the strong markets. Nickel is the most important raw material for the stainless steel is very hot in the current global electric vehicle market, which is also upholding the stainless steel market. In addition, with the increase in global demand, the LME nickel inventories has dropped significantly, coupled with the support by the new energy centers. The international nickel supply grid is hard to be filled in the short term. According to the market participants, China's stainless steel price has a lot, and the future price has even reached a record high. Coupled with wealth and Tesla's nickel price agreements and the estimated increase in the demand for new energy vehicles, nickel price stories accordingly. In the short term, the nickel price was expected to keep steady. And then fourth is it was reported that the price of European stainless steel, cold-rolled steel shipped until height again this month due to the continuous shortage of supplies. Among them, the offers of cold-rolled stainless steel from China was in participants higher than those in the European markets, and showing that the import was less of competitive and was unhelpful to supply shortage. Moreover, due to the shortage of the ships, it was quite difficult to purchase stainless steel cord from countries outside the EU, which affects the import values. Distributors and cutting centers across Europe are raising their price as well. Besides, the delivery was often delayed due to the long delivery times of European steel mills and lot inventories in Western European countries. And then is ferrochrome price have risen again and again in recent months, and this is also clearly reflected in the all-in surcharge of European stainless steel producers. The surcharge for 316L are increasing here by between 7.5% and 10%. Spot price for Chinese 316L stainless steel have also increased by almost $1,000 per ton on Tuesday, July 27th this year. And that is the ferrochrome price increase is due to the supply disruptions, production cuts, and energy limits in China's Mongolian regions, which has been ongoing for months and have intensified since July. Inner Mongolia is one of the most important producers of ferrochrome. And since the end of April, price for 1.5% nickel ore has been rising rapidly again and are currently approaching their all-time high of March 2021 again. Best weighted and increased COVID-19 infection in Asia has driven the price. And then is iron ores are having a hard time at the moment. On the one hand, they have come under heavy pressure because China's measures to reduce steel and iron production are squeezing demand for iron ores. On the other hand, ore producers have fallen short of expected production figures, which should tend to fuel price. An Australian reports a shortage of trans drivers for iron ore shipments due to the COVID-19 situation. So iron ore will probably continue to dance for a while and probably still lingers at elevated level. And then is months of sustained strong demand for stainless steel products, combined with production outage at key nickel producers in Russia, Canada, and New Caledonia, have sent nickel price sharply higher. Added to this is rising demand for battery raw materials for electric vehicles. The nickel in Texas 300 series stainless steel alone, which has 8% to 9% nickel per ton, has since demand increased by more than 35% in 2021 alone. In the coming months, therefore, analysts continue to see nickel price around $20,500 per ton as realistic, and have revised their expectations that there should be an oversupply of nickel in 2021, and now expect a shortage of at least 83,000 tons of nickel in this year. And then is this one. According to an assessment by ICIS, the route is once again vulnerable for shipping traffic, but disruptions in the logistics chains are likely to have an impact for months to come. The severe storms that flooded best devastated part of Germany's budget, and the Netherlands also severely affects Germany, Burns, rail network, and amongst others. Although the ICIS base is analysis specialized on the petrochemical market, the situation is likely to affect local steel producers and distributors alike. In the wake of the flood, major German steel companies, amongst others, was forced to announce delivery delays due to the force measures. Overall, this is unlikely to bring any relief to the overall situation on the European steel markets, and the shortage of the steel and stainless steel, which has prevented for months. And this is many countries care about this one. And about the export tax, last week the Chinese Central Committee's outline is with regarding the future development of China's central regions. In addition to the concerns of green transformations, the statements also image better trends in industry development, and here, amongst other things, a focus is planned on more highly developed products in places, also in the steel and non-ferrous industries. On July 29, the government issues an official document in order to promote the transformations and upgrading and high-quality development of the steel industries. Starting from 1st August 2021, the export tax of ferrochromium and high purity pierced iron oil will be increased, and there are about 40% and 20% export tax will be imprisonment after adjust. And while export rebate has been completely removed, this export tax doesn't involve the stainless steel products, and this should lead to an increase in ferrochrome and stainless steel price outside the China. And in return, however, this also means that stainless steel products from Chinese productions will be exported more cheaper. And then is this one. And more Chinese regions such as Shandong, Jiangsu, Anhui, Zhejiang, or Guangdong will have to reduce the production of crude steels in order to meet the state's target of now existing the 2020 production level. This is reported by Chinese media. According to production was already 11.8% higher the previous years. The implementation of the green transformations in China is correlated to the reductions of the steel productions. And in order to avoid the loss of urgently needed steel products to export and to cope with the government-imposed reductions in steel productions, while keeping steel price in the country moderate. And this is also the reasons for the implementation of steel export tax. The European manufacturing industries are affected by high purchase price and lack of availability. Steel products are only part of the problems. Wood, cement, plastics, and other raw materials are difficult to obtain in Europe. Added to these are major problems in logistics. For Germany alone, the total economic damage in 2021 due to supply bottlenecks caused by the COVID-19 and natural disasters is estimated at more than 25 million euros. Paris is located in 4 cities in China. The export business. So we have a lot of experience in export. We have 72 production lines, 18 polish lines, and the professional package lines. We always insist on quality first. So that is why we have long-term cooperations with our many customers. And for our products, we do the stainless steel tube. Like the picture shot, we have 201, 304, 304L, 316, and 316L, and 430 materials. And our tube standard is ASTM A554 and S270. And for the spec finish, we have mirror finish, brush, polish, and mirror space for choice. And for the shade, we have the round tube, square tube, and rectangle tube, and also the slow tube. Okay, now I will introduce the tube production process with some pictures. And let us see how to make the tube. And these are the stainless steel strips. It is the raw materials of the stainless steel weighted tube. We will instead the strip on the runners. When the runners run, the strip will go into the machine. Then the machine will burn the materials into the tube shape, like rod, square, or rectangle shape. This time it will go into the weighting process, and our weighting weight is TIG weighting. And then we will cooling the tube by water. Uh, we can cut the tube into the length which we need. The regular tube length is 6 meters, 6.1 meters or 5.8 meters. And we also can cut the length according to the customer requirements, like 3 meters, 4 meters, or other lengths. And this is the final process in production. It's called polish. We can do brush, polish, mirror effect. And after finish the production, our inspectors will check the tube qualities piece by pieces, and they will test the size and the thickness, and also will test the length, and also will check the strength and the strength. And that goes into the package. Each tube will pack into one plastic bag, and sometimes we will use clean poly bag for 3 or 4 tubes, and red or blue colors poly bags for 3 one-seam material tubes. And here you can see we will still the labels on each tube or poly bag, and then several tubes packed into big bundles, and also will still the labels. And it will with 2 rows, and each bundle is about 300 to 500 kilograms. And when finish the package, all tubes will put in our warehouse and waiting for loading. And this is the pictures of our warehouse. And this is the last step, arrange the loadings. We will put lids on each bundle, and the forklift will lift the bundles into the containers. So this is our entire process from production to shipment. And if you have any questions, please send us the emails. And here is our contact information. It has the telephone numbers and emails address. And you also can visit our website. In December, we will also participate the stainless steel world exhibitions in Netherlands this year. Please check these pictures. It shows the detailed times and our booth number. The time is from 30th November to 2nd December, and our booth number is B86. So how we can meet with you there at the times. We also can provide the accessories. Please check this catalog. We have the apples, glass clamp, and the egg cup. So if you have any demands of the accessories, please also send us the emails. We will offer you a good price. Now I will show the chemicals compositions of our materials. For 201, it has 1% nickel and 14% chromium. And for 304 materials, it has 8% nickel and 18% chromium. And for 316 materials, it has 10% nickel and 16% chromium. So if you want to get the complete MTC, please send us the emails. And also we will send you its catalog for chat. So thank you for your watching and see you next time. Bye.